cast their Q.
Okay, so what is it, off lane Pango?
If you think about it, BetBoom are playing to try to get an extra life in the playoffs bracket.
And they're going to get the root. Kiritich will... Oh, actually, the power shot making this interesting. Attempting the TP out. The blood grenade. It's not going to be enough for him to get away. Kiritich, first blood. Yeah, early on, though, Emo off to a pretty good start for the CS department. Aldi going to take a shield crash from Miero. Save with the blood grenade as well. Power shot. That's enough. It's going to be a trade as Ollie...
Now Emo has effectively expended most of his resources. GPK, well,
Electric Vortex back in. GPK pops the Fairy Fire and dies. So Emo still gets the kill, even after missing the spell earlier. Miero, in the meantime, top lane, getting harassed down to a low degree. Can't get the shield crash off in time. So 2 kills for Yakult across the board.
This is, but even against Huskar, most of the time is a win.
Yeah. Emo has a bit of an XP advantage, and that's going to be important at the level 6 GPK. Well, you can see the Nature's Prophet coming in from behind. This might be another death for him. He will drop Emo, burning to the ground. Ends up being a trade, but again, no XP for GPK, so 2 deaths.
Yeah, it would have been interesting if that was on the team that was against Huskar.
Yeah, might have been another reason that they actually took it. Is power shot comes through, not enough for the kill. But Fly gonna get dove under the tower. Save, wants to get that last right click kill. Find it. It'll be the death of him, though, as Baboka makes his way. Miero immediately eats his way out of it with the quelling. Baboka very active early on this Nature's Prophet, as Beyond was beyond the laning stage here.
But it's good news for Yakult that the mid lane has gone the way it has. Emo close to getting 6. Oh, he's in trouble now, though.
Trying to get the root. Save. Has the shackle as well. GPK is getting low. They're going to kill him off with the power shot. So Emo already out of the fight as GPK can continue onto Baboka. He'll get that kill. Ollie. He's just in a 1v3 and he cannot find the damage. So a huge rotation for BetBoom, and now GPK.
Oh, they're going to try to zone him off with experience. Flank play from Save.
Yeah, there's a TP coming in. GPK not quite level 6 yet. They get the purge or the root onto 2 into the shackle. GPK actually dies inside the Sprout, but they do end up taking out Emo. That was the intended target from the start. The Save will likely be the second to fall here, trying to deny himself. A good attempt, but not to be.
Getting very involved. This also does mean that the supports are actually going to be very high level in this game. When you have a bit of a kill exchange fest and the supports get to both kill and die, they will close in on the cores in terms of experience. You're seeing every support in the game right now is level 5.
Yeah, Fortune's End onto Beyond. Looks to be dead. Onto the tier 1. That was a really long chase.
Wow.
As GPK, he has life break now, but he's outnumbered this time. Gets it off onto the high ground, dies shortly after it. That
There's
is
no time to breathe in this game for anyone.
That is death number 4 for him. Yep, those are powerful.
Yeah. Oh, they will go in, though.
They will. Life break to start things out. Pops the Stampede. There's the Global Silence as well. Gets the Hoof Stomp onto GPK, but there's the False Promise, and Beyond is dead.
Yeah, that Global's too early. There needs to be a Storm on top of him when that gets cast so they can actually get the kill. If they don't instantly connect...
Centaur Ags, I think, is going to be a relatively early purchase. We'll talk about that in just a moment. It's a zip in from Emo onto Kiritich. Gets silenced by the last word at half HP, looking for a Sunder target. They gets it off at the last moment, and Emo dies as Kiritich will likely end up being traded. Save. Takes out Ollie in the meantime. That is not how it was supposed to go for Yakult.
Yes. I don't actually think Shivas is equally important when you have Oracle in the game.
Oh. Save.
We picked off.
Oh yeah,
on
he's one of his
Huskar.
weaker heroes.
He generally gets like 3rd, 4th net worth maybe.
Oh!
And then they still...
Laguna and Global used for a kill onto a support. That was an amazing Fate's Edict to block off the damage from Laguna. That's pretty big. I feel like BetBoom, especially with this Aegis,
they should
can
do
get
something
ultra
now.
aggressive now.
For sure. Atos.
Atos onto the Storm. Shackle onto the tree. GPK with the life break. The silence to follow. and death for Emo.
This matchup has changed fundamentally so much in Huskar's favor.
Totally
after
different
Inner
now.
Fire became a silence instead of a disarm.
True.
It's so much better for Queen of Destiny this game. Roll up is such an...
Well, not going to be able to use it yet because of the global silence as Miero does eventually fall. So I would like to see that get a slight nerf, or buff. Rolling Thunder from Miero. They're smoked up as they're going to run right into the silencer, although they find the Lina instead. Much bigger target, of course. Big kill onto Fly.
Whoa, Baboka,
And
what are you thinking?
TPing in, thinking that there was maybe a global silence to be used here. That is on cooldown for another 8 seconds. He is kill shot with the power shot.
Baboka showcasing his experience with Nature's Prophet, of course. I don't really know what that was. That was a little bit wild.
I wonder if BetBoom timed the global silence cooldown, because it was like 10 seconds away.
Could be.
Miero
Good poke on
try to force the issue here. Oh, the kill shot actually misses, but it matters not. They're still going to be able to kill its silencer off, and now on the tier 3 tower is GPK pushing the bottom lane in the midst of all this.
Yeah, so Emo cutting mid isn't even going to solve the problem here. This is how you avoid losing barracks, is by having Storm consistently cut mid while the enemy team's pushing, but yeah, the bottom wave's still alive, so first lane of barracks, 23 minutes.
Smoke from Yakult.
Or little baby Leshrax casting.
Needing to find something. It's an Oracle.
It's a good find. Now, if they could snowball this into another Huskar
Miero, he wants to fight though. Stampede, but the Storm Spirit, he's getting gone on. The global silence comes out to make sure that Emo can get away this time, so
GPK still has his 9-seconder ready.
oh, they're going to try to take out Save, but the big life break from GPK onto the Centaur. He deletes Emo, though, just happened to be there with the Inner Fire going off. So the silence, again, will be the doom of the Storm Spirit. Laguna Blade deletes Kiritich, though, as Fly not afraid. GPK trying to run away now. He's going to get False Promise at the last moment. Baboka is certainly dead. Fly fighting against the illusions at this point will BKB TP away. The Nightfall Special gets back to base in time. GPK back to full HP. And they'll find another kill in the name of BetBoom. Baboka does actually live here.
Yeah, he survived.
That required a buyback for Save.
Pump faking the TP of Prophet.
Yeah.
They know they're there.
This could get interesting. Rolling Thunder from Miero. Nature's Prophet, the recipient. Shackle not going to hit Emo, as he's actually put in the pit. And Laguna onto Miero does literally nothing, but they're going to initiate right onto GPK. But he is healing through all of this, but eventually does finally get sniped out.
Yeah, like of Oracle, this really is about what supports have ultis ready. It's so important whether there's Oracle ulti and whether there's Global Silence.
Mid is pushing in, so see how long they can stay around here. Yeah, the initiation on the Miero. The Global Silence comes out, and that means you got to force step to the high ground if you are Kiritich. Save, Hoof Stomp, nice Fate's Edict to avoid all this magic damage. LSA holds him in place. Eventually, Save is dropping to the deck, and that's 70 seconds. That's essentially a dieback. Miero, high ground, okay.
Wow. Enter this fight, Fly.
Instant BKB, the Shackle onto the Silencer, though, so they're getting a lot of the spells off already. Stampede, and now Global Silence. The Rolling Thunder still doing work, though, but the Fly Lina drops to the deck. Baboka next on the list. 3 dead for Yakult. And Emo, super low on HP, does zip and TPs to base, but
I think they should give the second lane rather than buyback.
GPK,
Never mind.
there's the buyback from Fly, but the early False Promise on the GPK. He's going to life break onto the Lina, getting her really low. This is going to be a dieback for Fly. The BKB doing work for GPK as Kiritich looks to finish the job. Lina out for the rest of the game in all likelihood. As GPK applying some pressure to Beyond. Emo gets back to base safely. Rolling Thunder from Miero will continue as Beyond, life broken, back to base, no buyback for him. And GG's will come out. Nice Shackle to end the game, as well as BetBoom will take game number 1, and Yakult are going to have to do a reverse sweep to stay in this tournament.